Hey, folks, welcome to the Michael and Nancy Live Show. Pull up a seat, grab some hot chocolate from the, if you hadn't already, from the concession stand, and let's have a great time in here. We're having a special guest in a little while. He'll show up and he'll show up and chat, and then you'll know who it is. I ain't telling no more. Yes, happy Pascha. I hope I said that right. Hey, this way we get to celebrate uh, Resurrection Day twice. Woohoo! Mm. Queen Nancy is here.
No, honey.
Yes, you are. I see you. Yes, I do. Don't make me get that frying pan out for you.
No.
Hey, Taberson. Good to see you. It is said Pascha. Okay. Is it Pas or Pass? Pascha. Sounds better. Pascha. Pascha.
Oh,
Thank you.
Killing me.
Appreciate that, Catcom. Uh, can I go find you a cushion or something?
No matter what I put down there, it don't help. So
You can have my cushion if you want.
no, that keeps you from being comfortable with.
Short A, not long A.
Oh,
Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Pascha. Pascha. Okay.
about fell off a stupid chair too, getting on it.
By the way, we're live, Nancy. Say hey, everybody. Hey, Crafty Stacker.
Hey, Crafty.
Similar in Spanish for Easter.
Hey, Rocka. Hey, Deneen. Hey, Niels.
I don't know what studio I'm in, Jeff. I'm just here. That's all I know. I just went through craziness because I thought I had it all hooked up. Yeah. I thought we had it all hooked up and it weren't all hooked up. Didn't even have it going, didn't even have it live and ready to go. So yeah, it's been crazy. So for 30 minutes I was wondering what the heck is going on. Hey, there's Frostbite. Hey, good evening, Frostbite.
Hey, Frosty.
Oh yeah, everyone else that I missed, and I seen a lot of folks in here. Now I see Deneen. Hey, Deneen.
No, I already said hello to them.
Good, thank you.
I think all of them.
Taberson, Jeff. Yep. Rocka, Neil. Hey, I think I caught everybody. Catcom. Yes. Okay, I think we're all here. Hey, the gang's all here. We're ready to go. I don't see.
Tiger Stacker.
Probably get a pillow behind your lumbar area. Where's my? Hey, where's Linda Bop? Linda Bop takes care of the concession stand. Hey, Rasbo. Hey, Rick. Good to see you. All righty, cocoa with marshmallows at the concession stand.
Can't have my marshmallows. Mine.
Don't be greedy.
Mine.
Don't be greedy.
Mine.
I got a yardstick over there. I'll
don't care. Mine.
Hook you up with.
Mine.
I'll whoop you like a redheaded stepchild.
Your mama.
Her too.
No, I think your mom would have something to say about that.
Send me two, Taberson says. How long will it take to be delivered? You'll have to talk to Linda Bop, and she ain't here yet. She was supposed to be taking care of the concession stand today, or a running mule, whipping or whoopings. Either one. Whoop is really good. Whip is, that's when she's really bad. If she doesn't get her frying pan after me first. Giveaway video the 26th at 5 p.m. Is that for, yeah. I hear him. Somebody's calling me. I don't know what they're calling me, but they're calling. I don't know who it is.
I don't care what they call you, as long as they call you for supper.
This is true. Bring me up. Oh, okay. Yes. I'm a coming. Yep. Well, give me a moment, sirs. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. And we have a guest. And welcome to Frostbite. And we're going to have some fun tonight.
What's up?
Rockamoss just said I wouldn't tolerate that, Michael. Hey, Dizzy Giraffe. Hey, Cumulus. Oh, that's good.
Hey, y'all.
We're in trouble already, ain't we? Hey, Matt.
You guys never left.
Never left. Where were we?
You were always in trouble.
Oh, that's true.
Hey, yeah, you guys never left. What's up, Crafty?
Oh, hey, show you guys my cute little design. You like this beautiful holder? It's Scrap Metal Racing sent me this little stand. It really works good for an NGC. A smaller holder, but yeah, it's really cool. I so much appreciate
I really like that design. It's really simple. You can put 2 or 3 of them together. I like the ones that I have, right? The clear plastic ones, they're small. You just rest the stand against it.
Mm-hmm.
But if something happens in it, one of them knocks over, it can knock the whole set down.
Yeah.
The reason I like the one that you have, it's holding it in place. It's not going anywhere. And if you're going to be dealing with some expensive coins, you want something that's a little bit more sturdy. Now, not that it's not going to chip or anything just hitting your desk, but you want to protect the stuff of value. So I really do like the look of that one. It's a pretty ingenious design.
Ooh. Oh. Yeah. I'm getting texts like crazy. Thank you, Janine. I'll check it out later. Mike never drops anything. Mike drops everything.
Yeah.
That's the problem. How many times have you guys seen me try to put something up there and would fall over, crash, boom, and everything would go? I've had the whole display just go.
Hey, Curtis.
Everybody got a good laugh. Yeah. So, Frostbite, why don't you? I think everybody's coming in. That's going to come in, right? They'll drift. They'll start drifting in here more. I see the numbers are still popping up, and that's great. Yeah, test pattern shows up. Here's the test. Is it or is it not?
The answer is clearly rigged.
That's right. Really rigged. Don't you love it, Tiger? I have stolen his sticker and used and claimed it for myself. Nancy said mine, so Tiger ain't never going to get it back. And since I belong to the Rig Nation, I guess it's legal. I don't think Tiger's in here anymore. He ain't even responding to my teasing here. Daniel's in the house. Good to see you.
Hey, Daniel.
Ooh. This light is getting really brighter. I was looking at something and it just hit me in the eyeball. There he is. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And there's the man who invented it, the Tiger Stacker.
Rig
And,
Nation Unite. There you go.
That's right. Absolutely.
Hey, you know what I should do? I should put a friend of ours on the phone. You want me to call a friend of mine?
Oh, the doctor?
Yeah. Hold on
Professor.
just a
No,
moment.
professor. Professor, right?
Hold on. Let me see. Let me see if he's available. Hold on.
Okay, guys. You're going to get a treat here.
Are you available for a quick chat? As soon as he responds, I'll let you know. He's usually good to respond pretty quick to me.
Okay. All the cool kids are here. Let's get on with the show. It's coming.
So I'm going to ask him if his speaker phone is okay. I think we might be able to do this. I don't know if I can get him online.
Yeah.
Got my undivided attention till 11 o'clock, and then I'm gone.
Oh, he's at the university right now, so we'll have to do the telephone. I can pull him up on the telephone, and we can have him come on if you want.
There it
You
works.
guys up for that?
Yeah. Hey, Reflection.
All right.
Good to see you.
Hey, reflection.
Still on Gilligan's Island.
All right, the
All right.
professor's calling me. Hold on just a sec. I'll be right back.
All right.
Hey, professor, what's going on? Hold on just a sec. Let me put you on speaker. Well, howdy, everybody. How you doing? Hey, professor, how are you? I'm good. How y'all? What do you guys want to ask him? I appreciate you coming up, man. It's been a long time. We haven't talked for a while.
Is it really rigged?
Is it really rigged? That's what they want to know. Remember, they have to. I'm wearing headphones, so they can't do that. Let me check. Sec. They want to know if it's really rigged. Well, it's absolutely rigged. Remember, the Yankees will had that one little bar, and that one little bar had that electromagnetic sum switch in there. And that sum switch prevented people in Rig Nation from winning the reel. Now, every once in a while, you'd have to have somebody from Rig Nation wheel so that they wouldn't believe that it was rigged. That's the only way the Unrigged Nation could do that. So do you know who that is? That was Tiger Stacker. Now, the one and only Tiger Stacker is the one that helped me unveil this. So if you want to go see something really interesting, you need to go watch Tiger Stacker's Rigged Nation. Yes, the Tiger Stacker's Rigged Nation. Those videos are amazing. So go watch that out. And hey, Frosty, I got to get back to your mama. We will talk to you later. Thank you. Bye.
Professor, how's your mama? Isn't that the university that he was at? Was your mama University?
It is in fact the University of Yo Mama. Yes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Professor of Deceit.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Too much fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I want to tell you the story behind that was hilarious, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So I am a huge fan of Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin. Absolutely love the stuff. It's hilarious to me. One of my favorite skips, I'm all right. When they're singing, when the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie. And then he comes in, he's like, that's all right. Anyway, I die laughing. It's horrible. Those skits just totally get under my skin and I become somebody totally different. So I was like, you know what would be really funny is if we took Jerry Lewis and created the professor. And he's like, well, like the Nutty Professor? I'm like, yeah, but we made him whatever. And I was like, well, we could call him Professor because it's the Rig Nation, so Rig aboard us. And it was like the perfect name. And then I was like, and you know what? He can be from the University of Yo Mama.
Yep.
Tiger, Tiger and I laughed so hard. I mean, we both had headaches. It was absolutely one of the most funny moments between friends, and I'll never forget because that was freaking hilarious. And from that moment, Professor Rigobordus was born, and I forever was joined into the secret society of Rig Nation. So there you
I'll
go.
tell you what. I'll tell you what. My favorite skit, my favorite YouTube thingy was of Tigers was that one there. That was my absolute favorite one. Rig the Borders. Woo!
Yeah. So Rick DeBordis is nuts. And if you like Jerry Lewis, if you like the whole Dean Martin, it all comes directly from that comedy duo.
Yeah. Hey,
Tiger and I quite frequently akin ourselves to different comedy duos. Because we like vaudeville, we like fun, we like to laugh, we like to live life. And we have a lot of the same general humor. Mine's better, of course.
Richard Metal says, I graduated from What's the Matter, You?
What's the matter, you? No. So, Richard Metcalf, it's funny that you say that because there is that saying, if you think of that, this and this amount of months. Oh, what is the name of that song? Anyway, so what's the matter, you? But it's not that nice.
Yeah.
I will find it and I will let you know what the name of it is. And it is absolutely hilarious. What's the matter, you? Yeah. Anyway. Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra. Yeah. I like what's going on, Gold Maple. I like all of them were in their own unique way fun. But what I like about Dean Martin is Dean Martin was he was a cool cat. He was just naturally just kind of a suave kind of dude. And he had this really dry sense of humor. And you take Jerry Lewis, who is anything but reserved, and you put those two personalities together, it was just a win. And they will forever be one of the top comedy duos, I think, ever in 40s, 50s, and 60s cinema. It really was some of the best stuff. And man, I love the old dense black and white films and Reagan and the World War movies, and just I love that genre. I absolutely do. I'm an old soul, Michael.
Me too.
Yeah. Yeah,
There was a whole nother level of life back then. It was Abbott and Costello, Laurel and Hardy, right? There's tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of people who had great insight into not only what comedy was, but what life was. And they lived life hard. They lived life fast. Many of them did not have great lives of their own, but in comedy was great. Jerry Lewis, great guy. Dean Martin, tons of personal issues. Abbott and Costello, right? That again, lots of interfamily mix issues. The Three Stooges, good Lord, the amount of problems they had, right? But in all of that, comedy itself was top notch. I just really, there's something that, excuse the pun, but tickles the fancy of Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin. It's just, it's comedy gold.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
So, but that's where Professor Rig DeBordis came from.
Cool.
Yeah. And oh my God, Tiger and I laughed. I know he called me a liar earlier. I'm ignoring him, but um, we did. We laughed and we were popping off back and forth. He presented the idea and it blossomed into just, it was gold. That was a fun, that was a fun build. That rigged was that rigged 5 or rigged 6? I think it was rigged 5 that we introduced Professor Rig to Bordas.
Yeah.
But too much fun. Too much fun. Great little series.
Yeah. Like I said, the best. In my opinion, it was the best. It was the best out of everything you guys did. Just my opinion.
Okay. So I want to tell. So Reflection just said Bob Hope and Bing Crosby.
Oh boy.
Now they were a fun duo. Okay, but they were more their dances. Like Bob Hope and Bing Crosby were both extraordinarily good dancers. And between their tap and their vocal range, they were just talent. They were just fun to watch. Bing Crosby, I mean, the movie White Christmas and, oh, help me remember what the one where they're stuck in Vermont and it snows and it's White Christmas.
Yeah.
Those they're just
St. Mary and
yeah, exactly. Those are just they're good old fashioned. And there's comedy in them. There's drama. It goes back and forth. They're just good movies.
How about the
But
song?
there's just a couple of them that are really really cool. So I know you wanted to talk coins, and we've talked everything but coins today.
I'm having fun. You just go with the flow, my friend. That's how we do it here.
I'm good for talking about whatever. I like to talk. You guys know that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what a person who wouldn't like to talk would be like on YouTube?
Yeah. What? No channel. Like that, right?
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, hello.
Yeah, Tony Bennett. Yeah. Who did the chestnuts roasting on an open fire one?
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Squirrels.
But I know if you take those same things and you put them on a wall, they become walnuts.
oh, bad. Bad.
Hey, if you sit down on your the little chest that you have at the footstool of your bed, if you sit on that, they become chestnuts. And we'll end that line of jokes there.
Oh God, yeah, pain. I could see me sitting on chestnuts.
Okay, where's the edit button? Hold on, let's where's the edit edit stream?
Let's delete that one.
Oh, goodness gracious! What in the world was that?
Nancy gets a frying pan.
Dong.
Yeah.
Oh,
she ain't doing
those
her
things.
job
Those
tonight.
things are like, what in the world?
She's not doing her job tonight. She's just ignoring me or something. I don't know what's going on with you, Miss Nancy. You told me you were feeling better.
I almost fell off my chair getting on it.
This one?
Yeah.
Just now?
When
You
I
want
first
that
sat
green
down.
one? You want that green one?
No, that's even worse.
Probably ain't the chair then.
Nope.
Oh God. Yeah, I ain't soaking them there. All right, we're getting a little bit too beyond.
Oh, well, you notice I've been quiet. I told you I was going to stop that
Yeah.
line of comment there. That one had to stop.
All right, let's talk
Because there's a
about.
whole nother layer of that joke. But anyway,
Yeah.
hey, we were talking trees earlier, Michael.
Yes, yes, we were.
Do you want to talk to them about the tree you were discussing?
I don't have anything laid out too much in information about that one, but yeah, I don't have anything. Otherwise, I would. We'll do
All
that
right. Well,
next
then
time.
why don't I talk about the tree that I was talking about?
Okay, you probably got all the information right in front of you or up in your head.
I
My head.
have almost all the information already in front of me because I just did a video about it.
Oh, cool.
Um,
All right, this is gonna be cool, guys. We're gonna learn about it. We're
so,
gonna learn about a tree and a king.
well, we're going to learn about something that's really weird. Okay. So here's the question for everybody. When you see some of these new coins, the Superman, the Batman, you see this uh, symbolic symbol of whatever, and there's a sunrise. Okay. There's a tree. Okay. There's a laurel wreath. Okay. What do they mean? And so, in digging into this question, I've looked and I did a series long, long, long ago about the things on a coin that make, what do they mean? What do the symbols on coins mean? And we looked at the laurel, we looked at the Phrygian hat, we looked at some of these things. And what is a Phrygian hat? So if you have a grab your seated liberty there, the half dime or the dime that's back there, whichever one, I don't care, it doesn't matter. And you'll see her sitting there, and she has her shield, and she's sitting on a rock. And what do all those things represent, right? So when you look at a coin, what do all those things mean? So we talked about a number of them, but one thing that we've seen in kind of an influx is the picture of a tree, and your camera's not wanting to focus on that for some reason.
How about now? I can't even
Try
see
pulling it back a little bit more. It's just not wanting to focus. Anyway, she's sitting on a rock and she has her back pointed towards the west, or maybe it's pointed towards the east. Maybe she's holding a oak branch. Maybe she's holding a olive branch. Whatever they mean, they all have different symbols. Well, the one thing that I asked a question about almost a year ago was, why in the world is the tree such a big deal? We see it on the Connecticut quarter. Okay, that's fine. We see it on the tercentenary $50. We see it in a number of different places. We see it in the Superman coin. We see it on some of our bullion. What is up with the tree? What does the tree actually mean? And so when I was doing my commemorative half series, I started looking at, I like that coin. Oh, by the way, before I get into this, that 1873 that you have,
Yeah.
not that, the other one,
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah.
1873 that you were just showing.
The
What are you asking for that
1872.
one?
That one. You talking about the half cent, or are you talking about the one
The
up,
half
up
cent?
the half cent?
The 1873, the one in the upper left-hand corner
You
with
don't-
arrows.
Oh, with arrows. Oh, that's the pricey one. I have a price of 89 on it, I think. Your price, a lot better.
Okay. Send me a message of what you're paying. I'm going to buy that coin.
Okay.
Okay.
You got it.
I wanted to say
Okay.
that to you the other day, but I was like, hold on, before I forget again, I'm going to pick that up from you. So we'll talk about it later, but we'll get that done.
All right.
Anyway, the tree. Back to the tree. Okay, come on, Frosty. Squirrel, right?
Well,
You guys know what a squirrel is, right? I can't. I can't. I'll see you tomorrow night. I must have missed something. Phrygian cap is located on many coins. Yes, it is. The Phrygian cap is a symbol of freedom, liberty. It was given in the Roman times, and actually even before the Phrygian cap, it was called something else. But the Phrygian cap was given to servants or slaves as a source of freedom when they were given their freedom from their masters, whether it was through the Jewish 50 years celebration or whether it was through a massive pardon that happened, every so many years, part of a royal celebration, whatever that was. Maybe they reached their indentured servitude time frame that was agreed in the contract of their servitude. Whatever that element was, they were given the Phrygian cap, and the Phrygian cap is the sign of liberty, the sign of freedom. So that's what it means when we talk about liberty, when we talk about freedom. That Phrygian cap, the thing on the back of the Morgan dollar's head. If you have a Morgan dollar, Mike, if you'll put that up, then we can, show people what we're talking about. But that coin, that cap on the back of the Morgan dollar's head, there you go. That is the Phrygian cap. The purpose behind that cap, there where it says unum, right there, that cap. That's all part of that liberty, right? It's all talking about freedom and independence and liberty. And that cap symbolizes a lot. And throughout history, way before even Roman times, that cap symbolized freedom. And so the things on coins matter. Why do we talk about all these things? Well, we'll go back to the tree. So when I was doing the store order about the Connecticut Tercentenary, the video's out there. You can go look at it if you want to. The story was about the thing called the Charter Oak. And I didn't know what the Charter Oak was. I had never heard of this story. I understood that there was an oak tree of some symbolic history, but I had no idea what it was, what the story behind it was. And as I started to look up this particular coin, what I wanted to find out is what was it about this tree that has shown up on so many coins or bullion rounds over the last 200 years. And it happened on a stormy night in 1687. And this was a stance, an American defiance against that tyrannical threat. Well, the tyrannical threat in this particular case wasn't King Charles II. King Charles II was the one who gave the United States, the Connecticut colony, they gave them a specific royal charter. It was a very rare level of independence. It was something that said, you are independent to everyone but the crown. And that means they had free reign to do whatever they wanted. They had full on liberty to do everything that they wanted to do, but they just reported to the king. That's it. Years later, the successor, King James II, said, no, I don't agree with that. I'm not going to do it. They refused to give that back. So they sent the governor, General Sir Edmund Andros, and he went to Hartford to try to steal these coins, or to steal these documents. And on the night of October 31st, Halloween, 1687, there was a meeting, a discussion between the Governor General, the Charter Oak folks there in Connecticut, and a gentleman by the name of Joseph Wadsworth. Now, Joseph Wadsworth, by plan or whatever it was, decided that they were going to dim the lights. So almost like clockwork, in a planned orchestration of events, it mysteriously became dark. A massive blow of air came through the cabin. The lights went out, and in the chaos, Joseph Wadsworth ran into the night carrying the document. And he ran to a place on Willis Hill in this white oak, a giant white oak. And in this white oak was a knot. And in this knot, he reached his hand through, pulled out a hollow portion of the log, put the document in there, and then put the piece of log in behind it. He knew where it was at. It was secret. It was safe. But when he put this in the white oak, it became known as the Charter Oak. because this charter was the King Charles II, the charter, the royal charter that gave them their independence. And until the king could take that from them, they maintained their independence. By all facts, technically, we had our independence in 1687. This colony that was grown, the Connecticut colony. Now, if you follow the growth of Connecticut colony, you can see where they populate. And that was the original charter. That area of land, that area of people that have grown through that is the original charter. And to this day, that charter stands. Now, obviously, we're under the United States. We're no longer bound by the king. That charter's been revoked by the Constitution, the amendments, and all the independence and all the other things. But the point is that we as a nation stood strong, stood firm, because of the hero of a man by the name of Joseph Wadsworth. And Joseph Wadsworth didn't want to be recognized. All he wanted to do was to protect the independence and the freedom against the king. And he was also nicknamed the Guardian of Liberty. Now, that Guardian of Liberty ended up being synonymous with the Charter Oak itself. And it's just a fabulous story. It's a really cool thing. Kind of like the coin that I have sitting on the screen right now, which is the New Rochelle, which I picked up from you. Fabulous stories. And it's amazing to see the history that's there. Henry Christ, a German-born sculptor, didn't just want to draw a tree. He wanted a masterpiece. So he actually sat there and dug into the item. When you look at that particular coin, right? This one is just a total hoot because, number one, you're in my discussion of this coin for however many weeks it was a discussion about, is the coin going to go to a good place?
Yeah.
And it wasn't anything negative or whatever. It's just, this coin is valuable to you, right? There was a lot that was held. You wanted to make sure the coin got into a place where it was respected and appreciated and treated, not necessarily sold or whatever.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of great conversation about this particular coin. This coin will always mean something different to me than just the New Rochelle. Now, the New Rochelle, I like this story because I like the image on the front. And why in the heck would they have put a fat cow on the front of a coin? It was just an interesting story and fascinating. A lot of fun.
Yeah. Talk about the George Washington next to it. You got anything on that particular thing?
The George Washington next to it. Yes. Hold on just a second. So the George Washington is actually a coin. It's from, it's $2, and it is from, I want to say either the Republic of Tuvalu or Niue. I can't remember which one, but it is actually a coin. It is not a silver round. It is a coin. It is a genuine coin. They have a couple other ones of these. They have, I got the hiccups. I apologize. I'm trying to do this off camera. Thomas Jefferson, Lincoln. I think they got the founding fathers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but really, 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 really cool stuff. The one on the bottom front right is a pour that I got from Stack Ann. The one on the left is a pour done by Ginger Stacker, who his skill is freaking amazing.
Hey,
He is
Amy.
growing in skill like crazy.
Amy says
Um,
hi.
Hey, Amy.
Neat stuff. How you doing, Amy? And then of course I have all my books and stuff in the background, and my 2-ounce rounds in the back. You can see those thick, heavy buggers in the background. It's a cool little display.
Got a little ship right down there in front of Washington? Looks like a battleship.
It is indeed a battleship. And you want to take a guess at what battleship it is?
No. Somebody else might.
I'll give you a clue. It's not New York.
That was the thought I had.
It's New Jersey. It's the New Jersey.
Oh,
The Jersey has a special place in my heart. Just like the Arizona, the Utah, the Oklahoma,
yes, that's
all of
Missouri.
those particular battleships are named after states.
Yeah.
Having served in Pearl Harbor
Mhm.
and being where the Oklahoma and the Arizona and the Utah and the Nevada, all of these come through. It's the Alabama, Florida. Yeah, there's a whole ton of them, Neil.
Wow.
And this entire BB class is it's remarkable. I love naval history. But what I liked about this little silver pour is the fact that they put the planes on deck.
Ooh.
These little things, that little items that they would send, they had little catapults that you could add to it. So this shows that this particular one was taken to the advent of the end of World War II. So it tells you it's a period specific piece without telling you it's period specific. And it's just an incredible little pour. And when I saw it, I was like, I absolutely have to have this. So I reached out to her, we coordinated the price and what it would take, and I picked it up because you guys know me and my naval history. I love
Yeah.
the Navy and the histories and what happens and being on the ocean and yeah, cool stuff.
Yeah. What is the largest ship that's out there now? Can you tell me? I'm not saying an aircraft carrier. Battleship, maybe.
What do you mean?
Is it the Missouri? There's one that's just humongous. If you took it up the Mississippi and tried to go into Missouri, it wouldn't fit.
Well, the largest ship in the U.S. fleet is the Gerald Ford.
That's it.
It's an aircraft carrier.
Okay, it may be it. That may be it.
Yeah.
Oh, Catcom says the Missouri. So you're talking. Is the Missouri a battleship or is it?
Okay. So the one that's displayed here, the one that's displayed on the front, is the Jersey, the USS New Jersey. It was so that ship. There's a whole bunch of them. The Missouri, the Utah, the Oklahoma, the Arizona. They were all part of what they call the BB class, the battleship class of surface ships, right? And so these are some of the different battleships that were done. Most people know the Arizona. I was stationed in Pearl Harbor. Spent time, walked the place where Oklahoma sunk, that area. I stood watch for the USS Arizona. I've actually stood there in the item when they had the 50th or 52nd anniversary and watched as they laid one of the Japanese pilots to rest. So I've got to do a lot with the Arizona Memorial. I've got to do a lot with Utah Point, Nevada. The different things that happened when World War II occurred. Being stationed in Pearl Harbor, I have a very, very, very close ties to the battleships because that's the whole purpose for Pearl Harbor. They wanted to get the battleships out of the equation. If they could sink the battleships and the carriers, the war was officially over in the Pacific. The Japanese would have had total dominance. And this ship, the reason that I have this is because, number one, I know people that served on the Jersey, but the Jersey has special purpose for me. There's a special connection to this particular ship that I enjoy. So that one that you see is a representation of the Jersey. But it's a late retrofit, which means it happened at the very, 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 very end of its life cycle. And that's why I like it. But this is not a carrier. This is, in fact, a battleship.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I heard a story about a ship that was so big, and it had to do with defending our country now. So, but it was a story, and it wasn't a real story, but it was a oh, how would you say it? A prophetic vision. Does that make sense to you? That's the best way I
Nope.
can. Nope. Okay. Well, I understand it, but nobody else does. Carriers weren't there. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think any carriers ever. Has any carriers ever been up the Mississippi? I think it's too shallow. It's pretty darn shallow.
No, I don't believe that
Nautilus.
any carrier has ever been up the Mississippi.
Nautilus. Yeah, right.
Okay, Captain.
Well, now the Nautilus has the Nautilus in itself is a great story of Captain Nemo and
Yeah,
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and there's
yeah.
so Nautilus. The term Nautilus not only does it mean deep sea, it's the Nautilus is an amazing story. So I love the story of the Nautilus, Cat Mom. Way before its time, amazing fortitude of thought and knowledge that actually came to fruition. It's a fabulous story. Yeah, cool stuff.
Mm.
Several new U.S. aircraft carriers have traveled up the Mississippi to New Orleans. Well, yeah, but it's still technically considered the Delta. I don't know that they've actually traveled. When we talk traveling up the Mississippi, I mean actually up the Mississippi. New Orleans is still considered the Delta. That whole area is still the Delta. So I would not say that they had, but I may be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time, according to my wife, nor will it be the last.
I ain't repeating that one, Cartier. What, 1,000 miles up or 10 miles up? No base to go to, Catcom says. Right?
Yeah, well, I used to live off the Mississippi, and I can promise you that up where I was at, there ain't no carrier getting up there. And that's central Mississippi. So, but again, my point is, I wasn't sure that
Well, Cartier says
that
it's
any major
real short.
carrier has been up. If it was something specifically in New Orleans, that's the Delta. That's not necessary. I mean, technically it's the Mississippi, but not really.
Yeah. I'd like to hear that story at some point, Cartier. I'm trying to scroll back, and he's talking, and I'm not going to use the word, but I'll just say SHIT. And, and he was, yeah, interesting. And I can't find it. Which way did it go? Oh yeah, who knows the story of SHIT, Ship High in Transit?
I have heard that acronym used a number of times for many different things. But yes, I know what Ship High in Transit is. It's actually a true label, by the way.
Here's something interesting. Niels Hahn says navigation limits. Large modern carriers can navigate up the river to Baton Rouge, roughly 230 plus miles from the Gulf of Mexico, where a 40-foot deep channel is maintained. Huh.
I wouldn't doubt it. And again, when you're talking about supply goods and stuff like that, I'm talking about having a carrier go up the Mississippi. I don't think they've been outside of the Delta. I don't think they've been actually up the Mississippi. That was the entire purpose of that. Not saying that container ships haven't. Largest container ship, largest military ship is Gerald Ford, period, end of story. You could talk about the battleship and the Bismarck and some of the other things, but the largest military ship in the world has been the Gerald Ford, right?
Yeah.
And so I don't think anything large or anything the size of the Gerald Ford has even remotely come close to going up the Mississippi River.
It did in that person's dream, but it didn't in reality. There was a point of it. There was a point of taking it up to the Missouri, and it had to do with controlling that area.
Yeah, and again, 1 mile is not even the delta. The delta for the Mississippi is almost 13 miles, 20, 18, 13, 22, let's see, 4, 6, 18. There is, hold on, I've got to pull this up because I do not remember the number. I want to say it's 18 miles.
You get you a mouthful of that stuff. Gold maple, that stuff is
Yeah.
hot.
So here's the thing, and again, I was like 18. It's actually 87 miles. So you
Hmm.
talk about a mile, they can get up the Mississippi up to a mile. Well, I want to know what the classification point is for that. And again, this is a mute point. It doesn't really matter. The whole point of the story is that I don't think any military vessels have traveled up any military aircraft or battleships have traveled up the Mississippi. Maybe they have. Maybe I'm wrong. But again, I just don't see that anyone has.
Yep.
I don't know of any instance in which that's occurred.
Yeah, comment on PT boats. Me and Tiger Stacker want to know. McHale's Navy. I
Now,
love that show.
do you guys know what a PT boat was?
Yeah.
Yep.
Kennedy had one. Our president was a
Right. Well, he didn't
Navy
have one. He
was.
commanded one.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Right. You're right.
Different thing. Well, they were a small boat. They were basically maneuverable torpedoes. Basically, they were small. They were fast. They were United States Navy owned. They called them mosquito boats, devil boats. There were a whole bunch of different things that they call them. But one of the things about PT boats is that they constantly patrolled. There were only a 5, 7, 8-man staff, and they went through, and all they did all day long was patrol the riverbanks, look for stuff in the river, stop, come alongside people, and it was a dangerous duty. Being on a PT boat, the Pacific Theater, was no joke. So the people who made it through, seen combat, seen those issues, they absolutely understood what it was to be content under fire. They knew what it was like to have constant concerns. No, there was a lot of time of quiet, real quiet, nerve-ending quiet. And you'll watch that in old Vietnam movies. People sitting around smoking cigarettes, laying on top of the deck, sitting in their cut off T-shirts and stuff like that, sitting there waiting for something to happen. But when it happened fast and furious. PT boats were lost. The crews were lost very, very quickly when it happened. And it was no joke. People who served on a PT boat, they were, excuse the expression, but they were pretty badass. And so to look at what Kennedy did going through that, granted, he was in an area that didn't have as much hostility. However, still, there are some serious nerves of steel. And that time on that boat helped him prepare for and navigate the situation that he would have to as president when it came time for the Bay of Pigs and the Cuban Missile Crisis. And he had to be up for 72 hours or whatever. It was being a PT boat captain, understanding what was going on during that time frame was the reason he was able to do a lot of that stuff. A lot of people underestimate what happened on a boat this size, and you're constantly worried about liberty and your life being threatened. One stray bullet could end it for you, right?
Yeah.
So there's a whole different level of person that came from the PT crew. So fun stories. I love the ships. I love the fact that they were small maneuverable boats, and there's a couple really good Pacific movies regarding PT boats. If you haven't seen them, go watch them. They're fun. McHale's Navy is the one that really, really comes to pass. But yeah, fun stuff.
Absolutely.
I know a lot about a lot of weird stuff.
Cartier says, I had an old boat that ran, old boss that ran a boat in Vietnam. He never said much about it, just said it was hell. Yeah, absolutely.
Read that one more time.
Okay, I have to pull it up again. He said, I had an old boss that ran a boat in Vietnam. He never said much about it, just said it was hell. I can imagine. Phew.
So here's a really cool thing. Japanese maple. I admire Japanese Admiral Yamamoto. Okay, now you're getting into my wheelhouse. Being stationed in Yokosuka, Japan, having been to a couple different places, I love Japanese American history. This is a place where you're getting into my wheelhouse. You want to talk about this? Let's talk. I love this stuff. The one thing that I really enjoyed learning about Yamamoto is that his dad was a samurai. Isoro Kano, 1884, struggling, having a really down time, just really tough. He was 56. He was old by the standards of Japanese men for the time frame. And he carried his family name into battle as he continued to pursue a career for himself, honoring that samurai legacy, and joined and created a career in the Navy, became one of the most respected admirals, not just in naval fleet, but in naval history. Yamamoto was a badass and made one critical mistake. One critical mistake. That's it. Up until that point, Yamamoto had executed a flawless explosion of attack and mastery of the seas. One critical flaw, and it cost Yamamoto his fleet. Fabulous story. Didn't take his gut, took the honor and the successor of a junior officer to say, no, we need to do this. He said, no, I'm not. I'm going to listen to this other person. And he wrote afterwards, I knew in my heart to listen to the junior officer was the right motive. He was the only one in the room who spoke sense. He made one mistake and it crushed him as a leader. And this is the weight of leadership. So when I talk leadership and when I deal with people who are leaders, I quite often reference Yamamoto, because Yamamoto was somebody whose life was a perfect story with a simple mistake. The simple mistake crushed his life. Yeah, fabulous stuff. And so if you want to talk more about that one day, we can definitely do that and talk Yamamoto. I've done a lot of research into his fights at things like the Tiramisu Straits, the vices that he had. He had issues with gambling and addiction. He had not only his love and his build up for his father to understand what was happening, but he had an affliction for girls, his ladies. He loved the geishas, and in fact, it actually cost him massive problems. But he maintained secrecy throughout his entire life. He actually got to study at Harvard University. An amazing thing. Very educated man. He loved leisure. He loved his pursuits and would often go to these different events where he would get to learn about the dangers of leadership and war through other civilians and leaders and military elite throughout the U.S. He was very studied and absolutely understood. And the whole adage of keep your enemy closer, he spoke truth to what power was. And he's like, look, you worry about us, but what you should be focusing on is the imperial headquarters has understood that Hitler during this time frame was a problem. And yes, they were trying to utilize them, but they were a means to an end. Now, what was the means to that end? It had nothing to do with the U.S. None. People get that wrong. The attack on the U.S. was a mistake. What Japan really wanted was freedom from China. They wanted to get rid of that oppressive nature. You want to talk about belligerent attitudes between cultures and societies? Talk about Canadian or Chinese and Japanese cultures. They despise each other. And that was the original intent. That was the Holocaust for the regime. And he just didn't do it. But he advised against war in Pearl Harbor. He said that he shouldn't do it. And that was his mistake. It was the fatal flaw. And that fatal flaw was what cost the empire basically everything. It really did cost them everything. So Admiral Yamamoto's, from a leadership lens, from a leadership standpoint, is one of amazing fortitude and knowledge and great leadership, tenacity and tact, and the ability to get through things. But a single mistake crushed him. And the single mistake obviously was, getting engaged in World War II with battles against Europe and attacking Pearl Harbor. But just the engagement, he's like, I do not want to wake the sleeping giant.
Yeah.
They have been quiet. We do not know what they yet possess. And I felt if we do this, this will be our downfall. And he did not listen to the junior staff. And he went against it. And, well, crap. An extremely cool career, an extremely wonderful man, suffered at the hand of a bad decision. So I love the story of Yamamoto. Can you guys tell I love history and I'm passionate about coins and what they mean and why these things are important to me? Right? So I love sharing the stories. I want you guys to remember them. I want the kids to remember them. I want our grandkids to remember them.
Yes.
And if we don't tell them, we're going to lose them.
Yes.
It's just simple fact. If we don't tell them, we're going to lose them.
What is it? If we don't know what is it?
If we don't know and understand our history, we're doomed to repeat it.
Yes, exactly. And that is the battle in this nation.
Yep. It's fact.
Yeah.
So, Michael, I would like to do something for all the people that had to put up with me yabbering and jabbering. Did you guys see what I did today?
Are you talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. Are you talking about the quarter?
I'm talking about this.
Oh yeah. Oh, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Hold on here a minute. Let me clean that out and jump back on it. Okay.
Okay.
Now, I'm gonna jump on here and blow it up. We're gonna see. Oh, that's way too far. I didn't mean to get it that far. I don't know if it'll pop up or not. I'll see if I can get back to it.
What are you doing?
I gotta figure out how to blow them up, and I just messed up and hit the wrong one. I think this is the right. There we go. Okay. There we go, guys. Part 2.
If you see the back of this coin, you can see that there is a definite difference between the luster of the front of this coin. All the items. Frosty is ignoring me. You're absolutely right. I'm not looking at chat at all, Tiger. So bear with me. Apologize. I will tell you this. I had a lot of people when I showed this coin get really, really concerned that this might be the double die. It's not. There's nothing wrong with this coin. It was a normal coin. But what I did is I took and I used my power tool. Yes, my power tool, my Dremel. And I did what they call whizzing. There was a lot of scratches in the back on the back of this coin. And I wanted to show what people might do to take out and buff out those scratches. But what I wanted to explain is I wanted to explain not only what happens when you do that, but I wanted to show them what's lost when you do that. And if you look at the front of this coin, you're going to see that there's a shimmer, a glow, a kind of really beautiful sheen about the coin. And if you look at the bottom half, it's kind of flat. It's there, the detail's there. You can see it. It's clear, it's concise. And when I bring it up, it's actually very easy to see the details of the coin. Whereas up here, the details of the coin are a little bit more difficult because of all the light. But the light is luster. The light is where value comes from, because that is cleaned and therefore by default damaged. And so what I wanted to walk people through today, and again, I didn't expect anybody today to really kind of share this because it's a topic that nobody wants to talk about. But what I wanted to share with everybody is that there are definite differences in the surface of a coin. And when we look at some of the coins that were them, that's absolutely right, Cat Mom, no luster. When we look at this particular coin, we can see that there's a different view, a different feeling, and a different look for the coin. What's up, Humble? How you doing? Good to see you. And so I wanted to walk people through why people do what they do, right? Dig into kind of what's there, show them the difference between, and talk to them about why you don't clean your coins. Why don't you use certain chemicals? Why don't you use things like this? And if anybody knows what that is, that's Downy. Yeehaw! Ooh! Paper towel, baby. Yeah, scratch the crap out of your coin if you want to. Why does that matter? Well, because if you look at some of the values of these coins, the value between a 67 and a 65 can be $50,000. $50,000. Dipping is different. However, dipping also can flag your coin for a cleaning. We've seen that. We've seen people crack out coins, and we've seen people submit them and then they get a cleaned grade or a questionable color or an altered color, right? And so you've got to be very careful when doing this. So I whizzed this particular coin on purpose, and I'm going to keep this here as an example to show you the difference between the surface of a whizzed or cleaned coin and the surface of what could have been and really was a very nice bicentennial $50 or bicentennial $quarter coin. It's a beautiful piece. The fields are amazing. They look great. It's just somebody decided to scratch the crap out of the back of it. So there's something that it went through. It scraped across something, and it was really just beat up. And so if people tried to correct that, what would that look like? So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to provide people the representation of that. I also have some of these coins, and what I did with cleaning these coins and some of the things that you can see with like micro scratching. You can see the micro scratching there in front of Leakin, and that happened because I used a Q-tip on this particular coin. And this coin over here, and I'm going to shift this over here, this particular coin was cleaned by my thumb. And by my thumb, excuse the expression, but, or excuse the thing, you can see where I rubbed here, right? You can see all the way up the face of the coin, where I rubbed with my finger, just my thumb, up and down. Yeah, the carbon spots aren't going away, that's for certain. But you can see where I damaged the coin just by rubbing it with my hand. You can also see here in the front of above 59 that when I move this coin, that the damage gets hidden by certain things. So when I bring it here, yes, it looks like a really pretty coin. But when I move the light a little bit, it really represents what the status of the coin is. And when I shift this to different points, it shows me different things. This is why it's important that you rotate your coin. This is why it's important that you look at your coin under different lights. This is why when you're buying a coin, you have them show the coin under a microscope, but in person. Because you can see the difference. If I was to rotate this coin, you can see the difference by me rotating it. It shines different things by moving the coin. And if I hide it, if I put this stuff over here, you don't see that those scratches exist anymore. So the topic for this morning wasn't going to get a lot of views. I think I got 200 views. I don't care. I wanted those people who really want to know the damage that's caused by cleaning a coin, and I wanted them to be able to get good reference points. Because again, just the simple shift illuminates a lot of problematic details with this coin. Right?
Yeah.
Look at all the stuff that's there.
I
Look
can
at all
see
the
it.
damage that's there. And it's all done as I move this. And as I move it, you'll see all those vertical lines where I scratched my finger across the front of this coin, rubbing it up and down, trying to clean that portion. Now you can see all those lines that run all the way down from the 1959D, all the way up to the top of trust. Even rubbing your coin with your finger can cause damage to the coin that can cost it a lot of money. And again, when I showed this, and if you want me to pull it up, Michael, I can. But when we look at the PCGS pricing guide, and I don't recommend that you use that as a normal default. So here, let me share my screen.
Sure.
You want to pull that share screen up for me?
Yeah.
All right. So we come over to the price guide, and I'll zoom in when we get here. I wanted people in chat to do me a favor. Give me a coin. I don't care what coin it is. Give me a coin. And a coin of value would probably be beneficial, but just any coin.
I'm trying to. The cat calling.
Am I trying? Am I putting you to sleep, dude?
Not me.
He's like, hell no, I'm taking notes.
All right.
23 piece dollar. Okay, so outstanding. So we're going to go to the piece dollar. We're going to go down to 1923. Now, they said 23. They did say 23. Yes. They said 23. So we're going to click on this. We're going to actually open this up. We're going to click on that. Of course, it's going to ask me, are you a real person? And then it's going to break me down into this 1923 piece dollar. I love the PCGS price guide. However, I want to be clear. When you look at this, remember this is the high end of the coins. That's just the potential the coins might reach. It doesn't mean that's going to be your realized value. It's important to understand that. Renee, but if a coin doesn't hold any great numismatic value, clean to your heart's content. That's true, but I want to issue warning, and I'll show you why I'm going to issue a warning. I recommend not cleaning any coin for any reason. And in most cases, unless you have something that's a disease of the coin that a professional can help stop, I recommend not even conserving a coin because it removes the history of the coin. So why does this matter? So let's go down here and look at the price. We're going to go to top pops just because we'll look at the value between a 67 plus and a 67. $21,000. Hold on. Let me zoom in. Okay. Let's get this over here. Right? What are you seeing? $21,000. It's the same grade. It just has a plus. Look at MS66 Plus. It's $900. The price went down. August of last year, $660 was the price. And if you look at the sold price of the 67 Plus in 24, it was $18,000. What's the difference? $17,339.99. What's the price and what's the difference in price? $21,000, if not more. $25,000 if you want to take MS66 Plus. So rubbing your coin and doing that kind of stuff can cost you massive amounts of money. Now people say, well, Frosty, I'm never going to have the top pop coin. I don't care. Let's look at MS66 to MS64. It's a $500 coin to a $130 coin. That's pretty significant money loss. Don't clean your freaking coins. Ever.
Here's
Common dates, right? And this is the comment about common dates.
Yeah.
Common dates. Have you looked at the varieties? Have you looked at the errors? Have you looked at the double dies? Obverse, reverse. Right? Have you looked at those? Well, let's see. I have some green Indians. I dipped them just to try to save them. Am I a jerk? No, absolutely not. When you have an intent to do something, if you understand the potential value of something, do it by all means. But understand that your good intent may yield a discount price. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Every action has an equal reaction in the opposite direction. Guess what? It has nothing to do with coins. It's Newton's third law of physics. It's a fact of life. Every action has a reaction. Doesn't matter if you clean a coin, just understand that cleaning a coin has potential for value loss.
Yeah.
You may not know of a variety. You may not know of an error. You may not know of a snow number. You may not know of a number that has to do with your Morgan or peace dollars. What numbers are those? They're called VAMs, right? Van Allen, right? Malice. These are people that coordinated and reviewed every die pairing of Morgan and peace dollars. Right? That's what VAM stands for. Why is that important? Because it tells you exactly the die pairing that was utilized and tells you how rare your coin is. Here's a question that I have for each one of you. And I don't know the answer to this. This is something that I need to learn more about. Don't ask, Michael.
Yeah.
Question. When you've asked me at prices, what is my number one comment to you?
You don't pay attention much to the price.
I don't deal with prices.
Yeah.
And the reason that I don't, it's too complicated. I'm not a coin shop. I don't deal with it daily. I don't know the answers. I have zero issue telling you I don't know. None. Zero. Zilch. I don't have a problem with looking foolish or stupid. Because I would rather look foolish or stupid than look like I'm just talking out my butt. Right? I don't want to be that person. I want to be different. When I speak something to you, I want you guys to pay attention because it means something. I have to be able to maintain that integrity. I have to be able to do that. So I've got to speak to some of these issues. I have to tell you what it's going to cost you. If you're going to do it, you're going to do it. I don't care. It really doesn't affect me. But you need to know the potential costs of those actions. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Because if you are watching me and you're trying to find answers, you're watching the wrong person. You know what I'm good at? I'm good at making mistakes. I make lots and lots of mistakes. And that's why I look so smart. It's not that I've screwed up a lot. That's the bottom line of me. Who's Frosty? He's the guy who's messed up a lot. He's done a lot of stupid stuff. That's the guy I wanted. Don't do this, please. Don't do this. Go find somebody else. Go look at the information. Here's what I found. Verify, validate. Go check it somewhere else. Right? And I just look at this. Give me another coin, you guys. Give me another coin. I actually want to. You know what I want to do? Sorry. Squirrel, right? I'm going to show you something.
I'm trying to listen and watch at the same time. It's like, what?
Am I confusing you?
No, not you. I don't know what's going on in the chat, but it ain't got nothing to do with what you're talking about. Yeah, I swear this one is proof like. He must have shined one. Oh, Lordy. There we go.
All right.
Oh.
All right. Let me ask you a question. Now, I love this coin. Love this coin. I'm in love. I absolutely admire this coin. Can anybody tell me why? It's MS63. We're not even going to get into price, but I want you guys to think about what the coin is. Okay. What are we looking at? Let's take a moment. Pattern coin. Yes. Cat Mom. Digital hug. Outstanding. We're looking at patterns. But what is this coin? Most of you know it as something else. This coin is a 3-cent nickel. But the coin that we're looking at here is actually a nickel. It's not the 3-cent nickel that we're all familiar with. We all recognize this averse from the 3-cent. Yeah, I love this coin. I'm a nickel fiend. People hate nickels. People hate them. They don't like them. I love this piece. Michael, MS63. Tell me what you think, what you consider about this date. When you think about 1867 and MS63, what does MS63 mean to you?
It's a nice grade.
But what does it mean? What are you thinking about when you think MS63? Because again, MS63 in many cases is just standard grade. What does it mean to you? Chat, what does it mean to you?
It doesn't look like an MS63. It looks like a higher grade than that. But then again, I'm not able to see it any closer. The obverse is beautiful. The reverse looks like it's got little stuff in it. But other than that, it's a beautiful coin. I can't figure that out. How it's only MS63. Which tells you I don't know my grades that well, huh? At least in them. And money. Catcomb says money. All right, let's have some more answers, buddy.
I'm okay with comfortable silence. I want you guys to tell me. I want you to think about this coin. Right? Remember, this is a pattern coin. No, I'm not napping. Comfortable silence is okay. It's fine. Because what I want people to understand is the value of something you may not know. right? And this is the issue with cleaning coins, is that you may have something you have no idea what the value is. And it's important. So let me scroll down. Okay. When you're looking at MS64, it's a $2,200 coin. I don't know about you. That's a lot of money for a coin. MS63, $1,380 in 2007. I haven't seen any of them sell since then. They're close hold. People are not moving them. But I want you to focus on the populations. What do you see here on the populations, Michael?
I can't see it.
You can't see the populations?
I can't. No, I can't. I still can't see it.
Population 1, 1, 2.
Let's see. I got my
Populations are tiny, 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 tiny. They're small. There's very, 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 very few of these.
Yeah.
And the problem is if you have one of these and you don't know this, you can extremely, with great power. I don't even know what word to use. I'm trying to think about the word I would use. You can destroy the potential value of a coin.
Yeah.
Right. I love looking at this coin. I'm going to get out of here. And again, I love my pattern coins. Love, 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 love my pattern coins. We're going to talk a lot about pattern coins and gold coins. Oh, this coin. Oh, I love this coin.
Did you put it on your belt?
You ready? You want to see my favorite ever gold coin?
Ooh.
Oh.
Stella.
I have a friend. This is a true story. 100% true story. Not made up, no April Fools. I have a friend of mine who sold one of these to pay for his son's bar mitzvah.
Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm.
100% fact.
Mm.
It makes me sad. Oh, why does it matter to me? Well, look at the prices.
Mm.
$1.15 million, $1.175 million, $2.8 million. Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow. Right? Favorite coin. I love looking at the PCGS price guide, not necessarily for the prices. The prices are usually pretty high. But just to look at some of these items. The one that I want to look at, I want to go look at a coin. This is a coin that I actually own. And I want to come down here and I want to go to the 1878 CC. This is a coin that is beautiful coin. And the coin itself is phenomenal. But here's the problem that I have with the 1878 CC as you see it on PCGS. If I'm to click on this particular image, look at this coin. What do you see?
Luster. That's all I see.
Absolutely fabulous. The fields are impeccable.
Mm-hmm.
It's gorgeous. There's a die crack on the reverse on States. You see that all the way down back into America. It is fine all the way back until it gets back into the United, and you see that crack again start to develop in the NIT of United. But the fields are fabulous. You see that luster. It's gorgeous. When I look at the next coin, well, hold on. This one doesn't look as quite as nice. It's close, but it doesn't look as pretty, right?
Right.
Look at the bottom. They're the exact same grade. 67, 67.
Phew.
But what if somebody decided to clean this coin and turn it into a 1965. What happens for the price of this coin here? Well, let's go see. At Top Pop, it's $65,000. 2 grades less, it's $2,400. $63,000 difference in
Woo!
value. Folks, don't clean your coins. I don't care. Don't clean your coins. Luster, dirt, everything hides the value of a coin. Yes, it's nice to have beautiful white fields, but that toning, if it's natural, that clarity, if it's natural, that dark brown, if it's natural, can yield a very, 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 very high number. And I know you think it's just a common date or it's a common coin, but let me tell you, the 1889S is a very common coin. There's tons and tons and tons of them. How many of them? 2 million of them. There's a lot of them. It's a low mintage for this particular one. It is a kind of a key date in the quality standpoint. But if we look at some of these other ones, it's not necessarily the highest one, because this particular one, 66 plus, and we're looking at 250 grand. Well, hold on, wait. The other one was a 66 plus for 18,000. Why is this 250 grand? Why does it drop off? Because not every Morgan dollar that was struck is struck the exact same way. Not every coin has the exact same strike. Not every coin has the exact same clarity, right? And then you look at the numbers and you see that there's 2, 4, 20. You're more likely to be in here. What's the difference? Almost $200,000.
Wow.
It's massive. Don't clean your coins. Bottom line. You don't necessarily know the value of a given coin unless you know how to grade. If you know how to grade, even knowing how to grade toned coins is extremely critical. What is the most important thing? And I talk about this all the time on my channel. What is the most important thing about numismatics? Building a solid network. Make sure you have people in your channel. Make sure you have people in your line. Make sure you have people in your network that you can go to, ask questions about, and get good, solid information. It really matters. But here's the thing. Silver is colloidal, and so you can use it for better health. I won't go into that one, but it is what it is. Cat Mom, I have a 64 that was a 67 at one time. 100% truth. It happens over time. Just because it's in a slab doesn't mean it's going to maintain its grade either. It's an important fact to remember. But cleaning your coins is extremely detrimental. And you can have something of huge value and worth. You just may not recognize it simply because you don't know. Simply because you don't know. And I make it a point, outside of the 4 coins that I screwed around with today, to never clean a coin. I've done it, for example, for educational purposes, but I will never, ever, ever, ever clean a coin that belongs in my stack or collection. Now, Cartier, really interesting fact. Do you know Paula Bloom? Does that name sound familiar to you? Sorry, got the hiccups again. Does that name sound familiar to you? So Paula, that's okay. Paula Bloom is a person that's on my channel a lot. She comes on a Saturday or Sunday morning live stream almost every week. She is very knowledgeable. She's got a very rough bedside manner, but there's not too many people in the numismatic community that I trust more to give me a solid answer. She may be a little gruff, but the knowledge and the level of what she knows is second to none. I love this woman. She's knowledgeable. She's a close friend, and she gives great information. Paula is a bomb in this hobby, and she's unrecognized. A lot of the discussions that we've had have come from my discussions with Paula on what happens when you have a given coin. What does it look like? What does it mean? Where are the resources? How do you look this stuff up? And this is why I tell people all the time, don't look at me as your sole source of information. Take mine along with other people, make an assessment, and then make a determination based off of the knowledge that you gain from people. Drop a link. I'd love to watch her. Let me see if I can find her OnlyFans. Just kidding. That was a total joke, by the way. Nobody please do that. That was... Michael, you have no idea what I just said, do you? He's like, no.
She gives Frosty grief. Oh boy. Somebody can give him grief. Woohoo!
Give me grief all you want. I
Yeah.
welcome it. I'm not clipping that. Yeah, please, Humble, don't clip that. I was totally joking about the OnlyFans. Paula's channel, one of the primary things that she works on is live coin Q&A. If you deal with Facebook at all, she's on Facebook. She's constantly trying to help inform and disseminate information that provides a forewarning or knowledge regarding numismatics and the advancement of our hobby. She's really into making sure that people are engaged in the hobby and has a very clear insight as to the quality of coins, errors, and varieties. She's localized. She's very specific in her search, but there's not too many people that I have met that know more about those kind of errors and varieties than Paula. She's just a smart lady. She really is. And she has a frying pan too.
Knows how to use it, huh?
So if you guys sub up, do me a favor, go watch any video. It doesn't matter what they do. Watch any video and tell them subbed via Frostbite. I want people to know that the people that are subbing them are coming from me. Why? Because there's a lot of smart people at Live Coin Q&A. Amanda is one of the smartest ladies I know. I nicknamed her Motor Mouth. It's an affectionate term that comes from my grandfather. She doesn't talk very much, but Amanda is one of those ladies that when she talks, you need to shut up. Quit talking. Be quiet. When Amanda starts to talk, when Paula starts to talk, listen to what they have to say. They know what the hell they're talking about. Be quiet, be teachable, and learn. Amanda has a great opportunity to go through and dig into the details of what's happening in a coin, to walk through and do overlays so that you can see the difference in why things are not aligning or why they do match, why they do align. She does lots of that kind of stuff. Amazing stuff. But they are ladies in our hobby who are phenomenal in their knowledge, right? I support them because it's about information dissemination. It's about making sure that you guys, and I don't care if it's on Michael and Nancy's. I don't care. What matters to me is that you guys get the best possible information. This is the, Michael, can I get on a rant for a second?
Have
Do
fun.
you mind? Okay.
Nope. Can I
Folks,
take a break while you're busting them?
please go.
Thank you.
Go. I'm glad we're still no longer talking about nuts.
By the way, let me interrupt you. This man, I know, he's like the Apostle Paul. He was quick, and he could hug you and love you and cut your throat all at the same time. You get my point? In other words,
I know people like that.
He cares so much about imparting knowledge to others. But if you ain't going to take it, then
Here's the point. Here's the thing that I have about that. Okay, and Cardi, I just put a comment in there regarding they're changing structure and flow and whatever, and Livecoin Q&A is going through a little bit of a thing. They post periodically, but here's the thing about Livecoin Q&A. They got a ton of content that you should go watch. Period. End of story. Go look at some of the coins they find. Go look at people like Dirty Water Collectibles. Go watch some of these people. The information that's done, the information that comes through, the information that's given. And as you watch some of them, what you'll find as you watch more and more and more and more is that you'll learn people who talk about truth and actuality versus money and potentiality. And those folks that talk potential are after money. That's all. Period. End of story. Sorry. But the folks that talk about actuality are trying to protect you and make sure that you have what you need for the hobby.
Mm-hmm.
That matters.
That's the
I
point.
want you to listen to me. Listen carefully. That matters. You want to have people in your hobby that are trying to grow you as people, that are trying to grow you in the hobby, that are trying to grow you in your collections. Make sure you surround yourself with people that want to build you up. Just giving you random information where they can't explain it is just noise. Find people in the hobby who grow you. That's what matters. Find people who want to grow your grandkids and your kids. Find people who want to make sure they give the best information they can. Those are what you want to surround yourself with. That's what matters. Frosty, usually the truth tells, except he lied. I am funnier. So here is the thing about today. Today is National Opposite Day. Did you guys know that?
Opposite?
Today is National Opposite Day. So the fact that Tiger's saying he is funnier is, well, clearly not true.
Richard. Oh, we got some good ones coming out in here.
So not all information is bad, but there's a lot of mis and disinformation out there.
Mm-hmm.
Observe and detect, catalog and determine wheat from the chaff.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it boils down to this. Find what you believe in and study it. Look, you're going to find out the more you study, you're going to lean towards truth. You can find all the things, but you're going to find that there's tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of information. Tell you what you want to hear. But if you're truly looking for truth, you're truly looking for genuality, you're going to find that there's not a whole lot of those. Find those that there's not a lot of and stay close. Those are the people that you want in your network. Those are the people you want to grow. Livecoin Q&A, Copper Coins, the Coin Show podcast, Ancient Coins with Aaron Burke, Michael and Nancy. There's a lot of people who are here to grow you as people and to have fun and to chit chat. Those are the people you want in your hobby. You want people who want you to grow. You want people who want you to achieve. You want people who want you to build in character as human beings. Find people who want to grow you. And those are the folks that you want to pay attention to.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, frostbite, I used the wrong word when I said slit your throat. Actually, what I meant was there are times when we think that we know everything and we bust out with our foolishness, and you're able to come in there and hug us and hold on to us and love us and kiss us on the cheek and tell us what an idiot we are all at the same time. Does that make sense?
So let me tell you something about this. And you and I have had this discussion a couple of times. And I have told you in all honesty, I love you as a brother, but you need to learn this. Sorry, you've heard this information wrong. And I don't do that because I don't care about who you are. I do that because I care of who you are. Right. And so
that's it right there.
When we look at growing the community, really growing the community is the bottom line. Stack Collector, Tiger Stacker, we talk about these things, right? And it's about community. It's about having fun. And there's a lot of people in here they're giving me crap. They're Tiger, he's doing what he's doing, and God bless the handicapped kids.
Is he running a broken record?
He's like, I'm gonna beat your butt, dude.
Hey, if he messes around too much, I'll holler at Nancy. She'll come in and bring the frying pan with her. Whoop! He's in trouble then.
But Cat Mom, you're absolutely right. Learn from my mistakes. I've made a bunch of them. I have made a bunch of mistakes. And I'm learning. I am 53 years old. I understand. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. I have done a lot of dumb things. And my point, no, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. And going back to Tiger jokes, but Tiger and I have had a lot of amazing conversations. Tiger and I have both been through some pretty rough stuff, professionally and relationally. There's a lot of things that we could provide insight to, but the information that we give is our own. Doesn't mean that you have to follow it. Doesn't mean that you have to subscribe to it. The information that we try to provide you is only meant to give you a perspective on what happens in reality. That's it. So when we talk about the things that we do, it's based on the perception of reality from our vantage point, right? And so what we want to try to do, we do this in Tiger Stacker, we do this in Stack Collector, we do this in Frostbite Coins. The one thing that we try to do is to bring you information that gives you the best possible tools and resources to arm you for your best protection. Truly. Frosty's exes and my exes are sisters. You know what, Tiger? They might even be the same damn person.
Oh, my exes
live in Texas. So, by the way, you guys want to see something that's really cool? So we're talking about coins. I got this freaking thing here on the screen. We haven't changed the screen for God knows how long. So let's fix that solution. I want to share the screen, so let's get this off of here. I'm going to pull something else up instead.
West Virginia.
West Virginia. That's like New York. Salsa. Remember the salsa commercials?
Oh yeah.
New York. There we go. Oh, what do you guys see?
No, I don't know if I'm supposed to hit that thing on the bottom to blow it up or the one at the top. Where's
Well,
it
it
at?
depends.
In
Are
the
you having a
screen.
good time?
Maximize. Is that the, yeah. Maximize. Is that the one or is it the one at the very bottom?
Maximize.
Okay, gotcha. I want everybody to see it. I darn sure can't see it.
Okay.
Okay,
So I'm going to
independent.
shift this over a little bit.
Woo! Who's that girl?
Independence. Look at this.
Woo-wee.
Fabulous. There's two gentlemen on the side of those. You know who those two gentlemen are? Libertad. Close. We're very close to Libertad. Let's get down to here. You see that building? You recognize that building at all? 1836, 1956.
Alamo.
Alamo. There we go. There we go. So this is a man who knows his coins. What are we looking at? The Texas Centennial. You know what this is? This is my brand new coin. I just got it in today.
Oh, pretties.
Booyah.
Yeah, and yes, don't clean that one.
Don't clean this one.
Yeah, right. Oh my God.
1934. Now, we haven't got to 1934 yet. We're still in our cycle of coins. 1936 is the key of the coin. Actually, you know what? Actually, we have talked about this coin already. But I'm going to do a special on this particular coin because if you don't remember, I live in and around the San Antonio area. I'm only about 45 minutes, 50 minutes from being able to reach the Alamo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another video about this particular coin here in the coming days or weeks, depending.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about this particular coin. I got this coin from Ashes, but this is the Texas Centennial.
Mm-hmm. Jeez,
Fun
Birdie.
stuff. But this, man, I have got hiccups and belches and all sorts of kind of weird stuff going on right now. Excuse me. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. I got to ask if my wife put sherry or wine in the food because I got massive hiccups and stuff.
Mm-mm.
You're too late for the Alamo. All hell the Alamo, free and clear. No, the Alamo's. Goodness gracious, do you hear that?
Yep, I heard that.
I've got the freaking hiccups.
Hey.
I've got the hiccups bad. Holy
Boy.
cow!
Antifreeze in the coffee.
I'm not drinking anything but water. That's what's funny.
Good 10 minutes.
Goodness gracious! All of a sudden I have had hiccups all night long. Sam Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Rock Thomas is funny. It's funny. How dry
Mm-hmm.
I am.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, I haven't. Excuse me. This is what's funny. I haven't touched anything today. No alcohol. No alcohol. No nothing. I ate hot food this evening, and the hot food has continued to cause me hiccups.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's been a horrible thing. But I keep hiccuping and I cannot stop for the life of me. But these are Sam Austin and these are Houston and Austin, and these are two people who have a huge, massive impact on Texas history. And I'm going to do another video about them where I go to the Alamo and talk about it. Right now, the Alamo is at is undergoing retrofit. And so once retrofit is done, we'll see some pretty cool stuff.
Very nice.
Goodness gracious. I don't know what the hell is wrong with me. I just got these I got these hips. I can't shake them.
Goodness, yes.
Oh, it's bad. I can't freaking it's like it's bothering me. Oh, Michael, did I tell you about the guy at the gas station? Holy cow, it was insane. So I went to go, you know that I was once at one time a member of the United States Navy. So I went to go to commissary. And when I went to go in base, there was a guy with a lawnmower. He was trying to fill his gas can up. And I don't know the story. I don't know exactly what happened, but apparently he lit a cigarette and caught his arm on fire.
Oh,
When they got him, the security detail excuse me. Man, I've got massive hiccups. It's horrible. They tackled him and they arrested him. And do you know why they arrested him?
No.
Because it's illegal to wave a firearm in Texas without a permit.
Oh my gosh.
I love that joke, by the way. But
oh yeah.
have I ever told you the story, the history of that joke? Okay, this freaking hiccuping thing has got to go away. It's got to stop. It's driving me crazy.
All right, Cartier. Thanks for hanging out with us. That's what I was saying earlier, Neil.
Holding your breath for 5 minutes. This is driving me crazy. This hiccup thing has got to stop.
Yeah.
But there's a really no, it's raw, by the way, Cat Mom.
Okay, I can pull that down now.
There's a really cool story. Did you know that there is a coin that grades MS62, but the quality of the coin is so bad that it looks like it might be an XF? Did you know that?
Nancy's Cocoa?
Oh my God, these freaking hiccups are driving me crazy.
Santa's not
Santa
real.
is real. Don't listen to Neil. He's lying.
Frosty's on a roll tonight.
I'm in a mood, dude. And they've got the hiccups. It's horrible. I have hiccup for like an hour straight. It's horrible.
I didn't really notice it until just the last few minutes. Oh, I'm not really hearing it so much. I mean, the hiccup itself, unless you're really up close to the microphone, then I hear it.
Well, it's normally when I talk. The problem is I quite literally have had the hiccups for like an hour, and it's horrible.
How dry I am.
I promise you, folks, I've had nothing to drink. I've had nothing to eat. I
will all be.
I'm crying, you guys. Oh my God, I'm laughing so hard.
I can't find the battery. I found the key. Now where's the door?
Nancy, save me. Nancy, help me.
Help me.
Oh,
help
good
me.
Lord. Sing for me, please.
When you talk.
Hold on just a second.
no,
Michael, hold on. I gotta ask you a question.
That did it.
Okay, so hold on.
That's too funny, Tiger. Too funny. Oh. Oh, gosh. Yeah, hold on here. I got something that, if I can get it over here. There we go. All righty. That should
So,
take
quick
care of it.
question for you. Hold on.
Good boy. Somebody bring me another
Oh, good
drink.
Lord. You guys, I don't know. I am hiccuping so bad. I'm laughing so hard. It's horrible.
Yeah. Oh boy.
It's horrible. Oh my good Lord. I just saw Richard Metcalf's laughing. I'm laughing my butt off, by the way. Oh, good Lord. How dry the dry. Yeah.
Good boy.
Oh, I have the hiccups. It's uncontrollable. It's terrible. It's terrible. Oh, good Lord.
Whew. Man.
That was a good that was a good laugh.
Yeah.
But this is a really cool coin.
Yes.
Again, remember the Alamo 1836 to 1936. Just a fun history. But if I don't stop hiccuping, I'm gonna have to question what I'm doing here, because this is not conducive to a good
Here we
stream,
go.
and I can't stop it for nothing.
Somebody's watching you. Yeah.
Sorry.
Wow.
I just saw Richard, honest officer. I'm not drunk.
Down below there, Wild Bill Hiccup. Woo. Oh boy. Oh, I think the folks are probably rolling in their seats or something, because they're still hanging in there.
People are like, what the hell is wrong with Frosty? He's right. He's all messed up.
Yeah.
Honest to goodness, I don't know what's going on with me. Like, I haven't had anything to drink for, a week.
Wow.
It's not something I do. I have skin and lung issues, so it's not something that I do on a regular. But this is freaking funny. I just keep hiccuping, and I cannot, for the life of me, stop.
Neil,
But the coin, you're right, Neil. The
the
coin
coin.
is fabulous. It's a really neat coin.
Absolutely. What does that banner say above her head? It looks like a banner above her head. Right there. Right.
Liberty.
Liberty. Okay.
Yep.
Very cool.
Frosty, read the text. Hold on just a second. He sent me something.
Ha
I don't have anything text from you. Oh. Great home remedy. Hiccup says, take a glass of water for something to drink. Put your lips on the opposite side from the drink you normally drink. If I do that, I'm just going to make a mess.
Yeah.
I'm actually drinking something called Spicy Ginger Brew. It's a ginger beer. It's non-alcoholic. I actually talked Tiger into buying this. It's a cool thing. its main root, and it is a spicy ginger drink. It comes in a green bottle, a little 22 ounce bottle, and it's amazing stuff. It is a very spicy ginger alcohol or non-alcoholic drink, and that's what I've been sipping on. And here, look.
Mm.
You
Whoa.
can't. Well, okay, that clearly did not work. Let's try this.
They don't be blocking the picture of the girl.
It's like y'all are crossing the line here, right?
Did you
Don't
check
be
the
showing me
word
stuff that I don't want to see.
See, now that'll show y'all that when Linda falls asleep and doesn't make it to the live, she misses laughing her backsides off. Whoop. Oh,
So
hey,
this this is actually what I'm drinking. So again,
Gin-
it's not alcoholic.
ginger brew. Woo.
It's just ginger beer. This
Yeah.
is this is the
Good
thing that
stuff.
I have for the coin. But this is what I'm drinking, and I've given this a Tiger Stacker. This is something that is it's really good. It's a cool drink. It's spicy. If you don't like spicy, it's not something that you would like, but
Mhm.
that's what I'm drinking tonight.
Wow.
And this it's empty, but that's it. So I I had the hiccups for like an hour. I'm like,
Yeah.
but it's just the spiciness of the ginger beer.
You think it was a spicy brew there that caused you to have hiccups?
I don't know what caused me the I don't know what caused me the hiccups, but this is the thing that I'm drinking, and it's not alcoholic. It just all of a sudden I got uncontrol, and I mean uncontrollable hiccups. Like a
Yeah.
yeah, it's anyway. You guys don't need to see this.
See what?
This.
Oh.
He's like, see what? I'm like, this. All of it. All of this. You
Yeah.
guys don't need to see this.
You like my new picture there?
I don't see your picture. You have to bring it up.
You're
All I
looking
see
at
is the neural shell.
no. Oh. Okay. I don't know. It's all right. No biggie. I was. Whoa. Wait a minute here now. Oops. Okay. Ta-da!
Cat Mom, the UI checkpoint after the stream. I promise you I'll pass. It's not a it's not a matter of passing. It's I just had a really nasty case of the hiccups. It's funny.
Mhm.
Hey Miss Aloha, how are you? That is my Hawaiian Oanu. That is my Hawaiian family. So good to see you. Thank you so much. I miss Hawaii, by the way. This has been a very random discussion today.
Can you what? Kick up on demand?
I'm not sure what that means, but probably not. I'll have to ask my ex. Oh wait, did I just say that out loud? I can't hiccup anymore. The hiccups are done.
Good
I'm good, Ohana. So for those of you who don't know, Ohana is family. It's the extended family. It's the people that come together.
Yeah.
I have a connection to my Hawaiian family. And this connection comes to serving in Hawaii, actually serving on Oahu. And being there and being part of the family. I speak pidgin, ain't got no beef, eh? And so talking about making sure that people understand that I love my Hawaiian brother and sister. And there is a camaraderie that happens when you are on an island with island fever. You can't go anywhere. You're just stuck with whatever you have. But the kindness and the generosity of an island and the people that were there, Hawaii will forever be in my forever be in my bones. It is a something that is um, a part of my psyche, if that makes sense. Um, I just appreciate Hawaii. I appreciate what aloha means. I appreciate what mahalo means. I appreciate what ahano means. It's hanai, yeah, shaka. But it's just having been there. Understand? Remember when I was there, I was haole. Haole means white guy. Um, I was somebody who was an outsider. And so to be accepted as an outsider was something extremely important. And so to have my Hawaiian brothers and sisters who accept me, it's a big deal. And so I appreciate the Hana. I appreciate the again, mahalo means thank you. Aloha is just a general greeting of acceptance and appreciation and love. So for Miss Aloha and the folks that are watching from Hawaii, mahalo for being a part of the family. But aloha, it's a spirit, it's a belief, and so I love my Hawaiian brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
Comes from being stationed there. Spent a lot of time there, and whenever you spend time in a place that is not conducive to your belief structure or construct or mentality or ideal, you learn that there's a lot of pieces of the world that exist in our absence. So learned a lot of good from the people in Hawaii.
Mm.
Thank you, Miss Aloha. I love you. She's a haole as well. Outstanding. Haoles unite. Haole is white man. It's not necessarily a derogatory term, but it's a derogatory term. And so when you say haole, it means white person, and it's usually a form of oppression. But haole in this particular sense means I understand my role. I understand what I've done, and I appreciate who you are as a people. It's strange. I get it. I understand. But for those of you that have been to Hawaii and understand the lingo and understand the language, they get it. They understand. My dad is haole. My mom is Hawaiian. Outstanding. That is the best combination. Again, it's a haole. Going to different places. There were places that I would go to, right, to like Waipahu. And when I would walk into Waipahu, people would say, "Oh, haole, you go, no god, no go, no beef." And for those of you who don't know, it's basically like, haole, you need to go away. White guy, you need to go away. We got no problem with you, but you don't belong here. And to be able to walk into a place and go, "No, ahana here. My family is here. The spirit of Hawaii is here, and so I'm here to support my family." It means something. And so for the word ohana, when it comes to my channel, it really genuinely means that I understand that the dynamic construct of Hawaii, and serving in the military there, it's a big deal. it really does. It really does mean something to me. So I appreciate it. For those of you who wanted to know, for those of you who don't want to know, guess what? Now you know, right? But it's there. So when I talk to my Hawaiian brothers and sisters, there's a language that's there. There's we call it pidgin, right? And pidgin means something to us. So mahalo. So when should we expect silverback over a 100? Let me guess. You're referencing Silver Stackers or Stacking Surfers recent video. Oh my God, it makes me mad when people misuse the word I call them as ignorant. No, I totally get you. I absolutely get you. What's important, Miss Hawaii, and to all my Hawaiian brothers and sisters, when I spent time in Pearl, I learned something about people. Everywhere you go in the world, you learn something about the people that you experience. It is a culture. It is a belief. It is a construct of who they are. And if you just take time and listen, you'll hear something. And you'll hear the commonality of kindness, the commonality of strength, the commonality of perseverance. Ohana is family. It means the coming together as one, the unit, the village. And so Ohana is a big deal. I speak of my Hawaiian time because of it, my time in the islands, with fervence and with passion, because I get it. I love Ohana. I love what it means to have my Hawaiian brothers and sisters join me. So thank you for that. NAZ, Ohana, yeah, absolutely. It's family. You guys know that I'm about the community. Really about the community. About growing you. About helping you with numismatic information, education. But providing you good, solid information. And I appreciate you. I genuinely do. All of your support. It means the world to me. Michael and Nancy, you guys are awesome. The kindness that you bestow upon people, the conversations, the weird conversations.
We do it all, don't we?
Come on, man. You have to admit, we've had some weird conversations on here.
Yeah.
But the whole purpose of this is that's the whole purpose of what I do. It's family.
Mm-hmm.
It is, I genuinely want to grow you as people. I almost want to cry. And I don't mean this to be whatever, but I genuinely want, we live in a tumultuous world. We live in a world that's torn. We live in a world that's divided. And we need to generate the spirit of Ohana. And the Hawaiian word for Ohana, family, really means something to me. And so to grow this numismatic community, to help you guys have the good information, to have you the best knowledge, to provide people who may not be the kindest in bedside manner, but provide the information that you need to grow as a people. Miss Aloha, you are drunk. You know, what's funny is I haven't had anything to drink. It's just understanding the importance of things that matter. These things matter to me. You all matter to me. I take my friends seriously. I take my community seriously. I want to grow you financially. I want to grow you as people. And I don't want you to make the same stupid mistakes I've made. I'm not drunk. I haven't drank a thing. The only thing I've had is my ginger beer. It's non-alcoholic, really. But the thing that matters to me is that you guys are taken care of. Michael and Nancy provide a really cool opportunity for you guys to engage on a family level.
Yep, that's what it's about. And
Really.
what you're sensing so strongly, you, folks may not understand this, but it is the spirit of family. It is where we touch we touch beyond our physical beings, and we reach, and it begins reaching down deep into our soul and in our spirit.
Fact. And that's the bottom line. Right? We enjoy what we do. It is who we are. We have a hobby, folks, and it is a hobby. Period. End of story. It's a hobby. Right? The ginger beer is getting to Frosty. That might be the case. And I'll tell you, if this ginger beer is expired, it might be aiding to the problem. I don't believe it is.
Yeah.
But no, genuinely, I want you guys to know I love you guys. Tiger Stacker and I love you guys. Nancy and Michael love you guys.
Yeah.
And it really is about growing community. We live in a world that's torn apart. Folks, our world's a mess. The United States is a mess. And we have an opportunity to come together and be family.
Mm-hmm.
That's what coin collecting is for us. Right? And yeah, I take this seriously. I do. I come on Michael and Nancy's because I love them as people. They're good as friends. They gave me, well, I purchased, not gave me, but purchased the New Rochelle. It's a really neat coin. Cool history. But the problem isn't the coin. The problem is if we don't communicate the stories, we lose them.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose the stories, folks. I want the stories to continue.
Yeah, that's it. And we want our friends, and we want our children, and we want their children and their children and their children to understand the stories, because if we understand the stories, then we understand the history, and then the garbage can't break through those. It can't get past those stories because we know it in our hearts.
Well, I got to tell you that Kubalopsis, whatever the name is, if I said it wrong, forgive me. But you're probably absolutely right. It caused me hiccups. The hiccups are gone. It's done. It's over.
So that's
ginger beer is amazing. It's the flavor is spicy. It's amazing. But that's exactly what it is. But my point is this. And the topic today regarding Ohana, my Hawaiian brothers and sisters. The purpose for me doing everything I do with my channel is I want to make sure that you have the best information you can.
Would you pronounce excuse me.
Go ahead.
Would you pronounce what AZ just said? He says, my wife's parents were living in, I don't know how to pronounce that word, when it was attacked. Oahu.
Oh, Oahu. Oahu is an island.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Oahu is where Pearl Harbor is. Oahu is one of the islands of Hawaii. It's one of the 5 primary islands. There's actually more islands to Hawaii than the 5.
Sure.
But most people know the 5. They know Oahu, they know Hawaii, they know Molokai, they know Lahaina, and they know Kauai. Those are the 5 primary islands that people know. But there's also more islands. There's Niuanu. Niuanu is a privately owned island. I've got to dive off the coast of Niuanu thanks to a chief of mine. Beautiful family-owned island that is by invitation only. There's a lot of different pieces of the island many people aren't aware of. But what gets me with the Hawaiian culture, the Hawaiian language, is that it's about community. Michael, what do you and I talk about? AZ, what do you and I talk about? Tiger, what do you and I talk about? AZ, Miss Aloha, what do we talk about? Right? When it doesn't matter who I talk about in the community, it's always a reference to the bottom line. And the bottom line is protecting community.
Yep.
Do you have the information you need to grow yourself in this hobby? Lived in Maui 17 years. AZ, that's something I did not know about you. But you understand. Ohana, the direction, the direction, the build of Ohana is family. It's community. And that construct is what I built my channel off of. It's about community. It's about the fact that we're not always going to agree, but we're going to grow as a people. Being able to disagree or agree to disagree is important, right? I mean, how often do we talk about that, Michael?
Oh, my.
All the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to agree, but the discussion is what matters. Doesn't matter what it is. The discussion is what matters. So it's what helps us grow as people. It's what helps us expand.
You know, and isn't that what brings the community together? And
it is
what we have to hold and yeah, because we have to grow that, because we don't agree, but we respect each other irregardless.
Yeah. Right. And ultimately, the way we get our nation back is respect.
Yep.
Period. End of story. Respect. That's how we get our nation back. We are built on differences. We are built on differences. And as long as we understand that, we can grow. And I think that, yeah, you know what? I'm getting really philosophical tonight. I get it. I understand that. But the point in all of this is that the community that comes together is the one that thrives. Michael and Nancy's is a place where common folk can come together and chit-chat. Talk about coins, currency. Frostbite Coins is a place where common people can come together and talk about coins and currencies. Tiger Stacker is a place where people can come together for coins and currency or bullion or metals, right? Miss Aloha, it's a place where people can come together. You guys get the gist. The gist of the fact of the matter is that we as a community can make a change. And we are how we improve our nation.
Yeah.
It's the semi-quincentennial, 250 years of the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence being signed. It is the construct of who we are as a people We don't have to agree. I don't care if we agree. Let's have the discussion. Let's talk. Because that's what matters. Having that discussion. I want to know what you think. I want to know how you feel. I really genuinely do. Michael and Nancy love the banter. They love the sarcasm and the jokes and the wit. But ultimately, they want to know how you feel. Why does that matter? Because we want to be, as a people, justified and part of a group. Folks, come to Michael and Nancy's to be part of the group. Come to Frostbite Coins to be a part of the group. Come to Tiger Stacker to be part of the group. And what group is that? It's the group looking at the coins that are on our screens. What are the histories? What are the stories? What are we trying to tell? What important information is there? That's what matters. The coin itself is irrelevant. But the story of what the coin means is our history.
Yep.
And that's what matters.
Now you know why you have the coin.
And now you know why I have the coin. Exactly.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And this is why we collect these things. And this is why we pull together. And this is why we have these things. So, Ginger Beer, I appreciate you all for thinking that I've had too many scotch and rums and Jack and Cokes or whatever, but I have not. It is just a realization of the fact that as community, we will grow by who we are.
Yeah.
Frostbite, always learning from something they can learn by listening and sharing. Here's the thing. I'm only one piece of the puzzle. Michael and Nancy is only one piece of the puzzle. Listen to all of the pieces and then make your own mind up.
I'll tell you something, friend. I have one daughter who just kind of is there, but not really. And I really don't, she doesn't know anything about what we do. She hardly knows anything about us. And I understand that, right? So what I do here is we give of ourselves. And we give, and many times we do things for people, not for praise and all that stuff, but because we want to pass on these things, these memories, this history to people that we know can carry it on. Does that make sense? And I'm not trying to, I don't even like, I maybe shouldn't even said that, but it's just the way we feel about it. We're going to take, God is going to take care of us, and we're going to do what we can to take care of us. But there's so much we need to impart to the people that come on our channel. We need to share more than, it is coins, but it's more than coins, and it's history, but it's even more than history. It's about building foundations in people's lives. Oh, did I say that? Okay, I did. And we have to have those foundations because we cannot what's that about the sinking sand thing, right? The house built on sinking sands. We got to build our houses on sure foundations. We got to build who we are on that. We got to build the community on that.
And that's a brilliant point. The fact that we build our foundations based off of the construct that we understand.
Yeah.
The 250th anniversary of the semi-quincentennial is this year. This is the founding nation, the founding pretense of what we are as a people. Learn what you can about this society, about this construct. We are just people. That's it. Period in the story. You can call us Americans, you can call us whatever. We're just people. We're just people who have a hobby
Yes.
and interest. That's it. That's all we are. Right?
Yeah.
And if we remember the fact that we are just people and we have disagreements and we don't believe necessarily everything that the other person believes, then we can agree to disagree. But what matters? What matters is the conversation. The conversation is the piece that matters. And as long as we remember that, we're good to go. Because genuinely, it's the conversation that continues the history of our nation.
Yeah.
It's that conversation, that story that continues that conversation. So why do stories matter to me? Because it's the continuing nation of our very young nation's history.
Yeah.
And that matters to me. It really does matter to me.
Yeah.
It's not only about the 250th birthday of our country, but the 250th birthday of my ex-wife. The dude's got jokes.
Oh boy.
But yeah, folks, again, I'm not drunk. I haven't done anything. It's just who I am. But what's important as I look at the future, as I look at what we do as coin collectors, as I look at what we do as people on YouTube, it's about building a community. Community matters. It really does. And our community, if we think about the things that we have, the histories of our past, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to show this coin, right? And you see George Washington standing there. He was a failed general. This general sucked when it comes to his battle percentage. If we were to equate this man to what his successes were on the field, he would be for all intensive purposes, a failed leader. This guy wouldn't mean crap to us. But it wasn't his generality, his skills as a general. It made us look at him as a forefather. It was his understanding of if we don't do certain things, we're going to have a problem.
Yeah.
It was getting to the crux of who we are as people that mattered. That's why I believe George Washington and Jefferson were the two best representations of our nation. Because they truly understand it's not necessarily about what the people want. It's about the histories of the people that matter. And let's make sure we document them accordingly. This has been a long conversation.
Yep.
We've chit-chat and I've gone on 4,000 different directions.
Uh-huh.
But the point is this. These channels, Michael and Nancy, Tiger Stacker, myself, and other people's, they're not the sole source. They should never be the sole source. They should be pieces in your puzzle. And what is that puzzle? The puzzle is the fact that we get to look at who we are, what we believe in, what we hold true, and we get to collect that in the form of coins and bullion. We have a method to our madness. A lot of people are like, oh my God, you spent $1,000 on a penny.
Yeah.
You're nuts. But the fact of the matter is we understand the value of that penny. Having those stories, having those conversations matter. And we need to continue this. That's the entire premise of the discussion for today.
Yep. This little light of mine.
I've had fun. Everybody, the hiccups and everything have been interesting. Because Just kidding. That was a joke. But it's been fun, right? Talk story. Shh. But no, it's really true. It's about family. It's about ohana. It's about coming together. Our nation is divided. Folks, I don't know if you know this,
Yeah.
but our nation is divided. We are not a single nation. United, indivisible, one nation under God. Remember that? We're not that anymore. So for those of us that hold the value, we need to remember why we collect, why we stack. Remember that it's not just about us. It's about the people that follow behind us.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
It's the communities that we make and the communities that we have
Fact.
and the communities that we grow with.
Fact.
Yeah.
It's about community. And everybody's like, oh my God, you guys, come on, let's talk about something else. Let's talk about something more fun. That's fine. And we have to get down to this. But remember, the realization is we as a people, we as a sovereign unit, have the opportunity to determine our fate. And we should do that.
And how many people are all of us going to touch? We are going to touch other people too.
I have a problem touching myself. Oh, wait. Shh.
Well, don't do
I
it.
shouldn't have said that.
Help.
That was a totally wrong conversation. Please
Yeah,
forgive
yeah.
me.
Yes. I'm going to get Nancy's frying pan after you. She will come
Bong.
pay you a house visit. Bam!
Well, you know what I think about people who have cast iron skillets? They are committed.
Yeah. All right, folks, we're going to say goodnight. It was fun. I enjoyed having everybody hanging out with us. Thank you, Frosty, and for sharing yourself with us, and really enjoyed it. Thank you, Tiger Stacker, for hanging out with us. Yes, whoop on Frostbite, please, and thank you.
And just as a reminder to everybody in chat, I have had nothing to drink.
He's telling the truth. He just jumped into something he didn't know what was going on.
I did. I just came in and was like, "Look, we're gonna have a conversation." And but it genuinely, it really is about community. And I love you guys. I love the fact that you support Michael and Nancy. I love the fact that you support us. They support my channel. And that we have the opportunity to come together and just have a good conversation.
Yeah. Good night, Richard.
Conversation about history and us as a people. So it does matter to me.
Good night, Deneen. We love you. You know that. We're praying for you.
Good night, everybody. I love you. And aloha to all of you.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Miss Aloha. And no, again, I haven't had nothing to drink. It really is just a matter of
fermented.
You know what? I appreciate you guys. No, the fruit I ate was not fermented, Michael. Okay? It's not the berries that I ate. There wasn't nothing special. There was nothing green growing on the strawberries. And it had nothing to do with that special gummy that I ate at noon.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's funny.
now they ain't gonna know what to think.
No, but the whole bottom line is that the conversation was unplanned.
That's true.
We just came to chit chat. That's all.
Yeah, we did too. Oh my!
Y'all, everybody's like, "What the hell is going on with Michael and Frosty?"
Yeah.
They need to check their.
Yeah.
Check
my
God, Janine, You need to check that ginger bottle label again.
All right.
I
Yeah.
have the giggles, by the way, folks. By the
Yeah,
way, if you
yeah,
haven't been
we've
able
been
to
going
tell.
on like this, Jay. Look, we're about to close up here. We're heading on. Yeah, we're trying to, but we'll be here tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. uh, and we're always cutting up and having fun. We do a lot of serious talk about coins in the community and building building community with others, and anything else. Who knows what we're going to talk about? We might show coins, and we might talk about steak. We might talk about movies. We might talk about anything and everything. You guys, oh no, come on, Tiger.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Singing to you.
Okay,
He's singing to you.
okay, but here's the thing. Okay, this is where I love our handicap audience. I appreciate y'all for being here. No, really, folks. The whole premise of today, and Michael, I'm going to tell you something for those of you who don't know. I'm going to be leaving the country for a couple of days. I will be away from everybody, and I will be in what they consider an austere environment. So I want you all to know that yes, I'm straight up sober. Everything is fine. But I think about my community all the time. I think about the people who have helped me grow as a channel and the people who have allowed me the opportunity to come into their lives and grow them as a people. So
Then the last few
oh
comments.
my God,
my.
that's freaking hilarious. Frosty, you're so Portuguese. That's freaking hilarious. And I know what that means. That's funny as hell. It is true, but it is funny as hell. But ultimately, as I get ready to depart, I'm leaving for a little while.
Okay.
And the one thing, I'm going to an austere environment. I'm going to a place that's dangerous. And what I want you guys to notice, or what you guys want you to know, is that I genuinely love my community. Genuinely. I want you to have the best information. I want you to have the information that grows you as people. And I don't know how best to provide that. I don't know what it means to provide you what it is that everybody needs. I try. I genuinely try. But as I get ready to leave the country to go to another place, there's something very specific in mind. I don't know what to expect. See, in the US, we have a kindness, a courtesy that doesn't exist in everywhere else in the world. And that is freedom. Freedom is no joke. No joke. I don't know what to expect as I go to this place. I don't know what to expect as this happens. I'm going to go experience this nation in a new way, a way I've never experienced before. But I'm doing this to grow as a person, to experience life, but to bring more information to you. Because in order for me to grow as a channel, I need to grow as a person. We all need to grow as people. And the best you can do is to have the best information you can have. And I promise you, if you watch the channel, that's what I will try to give you. The best information that I have. I can promise you no more. I can give you no more. That's it. When our founding fathers made the First Amendment, they did not meet Frosty. That is fact. That is fact. They did not meet me.
Ah,
They would have been like, "Oh man, this dude he's got issues."
yeah. We need
Right.
we need to make a few amendments concerning Frosty. Oh boy.
We'll be quiet about where I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you where I'm going, but I will tell you this. You will see some of the most beautiful vistas and surroundings,
Mm.
because I will promise you, I will take you through a journey that many of you will never experience in your life. Why am I bringing this to you? Because I care about who you are as people. And I want to show that we as people, not we as governments, are more alike than any of us ever agreed. Because we as people understand what it means to have basic freedoms. And it's fun. And it's good to learn. Just like when I learned about the history of gold and the Indian population, and I mean India as the Indian population. What do they mean? Why is gold such a big deal to them? It matters. And so as I get to experience other portions of the world, as I get to experience other portions of life, I want to share this with you. So I'm going to be sharing portions of you while we're on our trip. And I don't want to freak anybody out, but again, it's one of those things that I'm going to make sure that I share with you, because I want you to all to experience life and to remember, no matter what the news says, we are as people fundamentally blood and bone. That's all. Blood and bone. We are just people. I don't care what you believe. I don't care what you were raised in. What matters to me is that you are flesh and bone. And by Creator's word, we are all the same. I will treat you as brother. I will treat you as friend. I don't care what nationality you are. What matters to me is that I get the opportunity to experience this. I want to experience things of what's going on. I want to experience life. And I want to share it with you. Because these things matter. Life matters. People matter. Coins matter. Our history matters. That's what I'm about. Genuinely, that's what I'm about. So anyway, I'll quit talking, Michael. I've gone all over the place. It's almost midnight, my time. I know it's late your time. We've gone on way too long.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
But it's
Yes,
been a good
sir.
conversation.
Yep, it has. It's been the whole thing was great. I enjoyed it. I hope everybody else did. And we're going to say good night to you folks. Did you want to look at that thing after we close down here for a moment, or some
Sure.
other time? Okay.
We can do whatever you want.
All right, folks. We love you. We're praying for you. Be safe.
Before
No.
we go on, I have to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you know when a dad joke becomes a dad joke?
Me? No. What
When-
is it? No.
When it becomes apparent. I'm
Good
sorry.
night, sweetheart.
I love that joke. It's one of my favorite jokes.
La 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 la. Good night, Denise.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to end this silly thing without him knocking it out here. We'll hit end stream and hope that it doesn't knock you and me off here. You never know. I'll figure it out though.
Nah, it'll be all good. We'll be here.
Okay.